Just off the top of your head, when's the last time you feel like you went into a preseason camp and a true competition for a job?
Probably my redshirt freshman year, with Drew. Coach Franklin made it a point every year to make it a quarterback competition. So every year we were competing. But yeah, that was probably the last time.
What did you learn from that experience that you take into the next month here?
I think first of all, just taking things one day at a time and just being the best that you can be. That's all you have to focus on.
How do you view competition? Like, are you and Sam working to get each other better? Is that the guy I got to beat? How do you look at it?
Of course. I mean, it's always iron sharpens iron to some degree, but at the same time, it's really just competing against yourself. If you just compare yourself to other people, that's not going to get you as far as trying to be the best version of yourself. So.
Every time anybody from the outside talks about you, hey man, we know this guy can run. He's a great athlete. Look, quarterback's main job is still throw the football, right? Is that part of your game undersold?
You'll have to see, I guess. I mean, I like to think that I'm a complete quarterback, and being able to run is just, something that, an addition I bring to the table. But yeah, I mean, of course the quarterback has to throw, so, we'll see when it comes to season.
What are some of the similarities and differences to your time at Penn State that you found early on at Mizzou over the last couple of months?
You said differences?
Similarities and differences.
I think, when you play at this level, everything's kind of similar. I like transferring schools is not like a huge, shock change.
Right.
Culture shock where it's like, the schedules are pretty similar, class and everything like that, and the structure of practice and everything.
Yeah.
But the differences, I don't know. It's a little hotter here, a little more humid. I don't know. That's a good question.
You didn't know. All good.
6 months ago, or I guess a year ago, what did you know about Missouri? I don't care, the school, the football program, the state in general.
Not too much. I've always been a college football fan, so I knew of Missouri and everything, obviously. But I knew, just blink reaction if you were to ask me a year ago, I would say, obviously Brady Cook and Luther Burden, and obviously Missouri winning the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State, that was huge. And I knew they were a successful program, and there's a lot of there's just a lot of pride around the program, and I think that's a really good thing too.
I know you did the podcast with Adam a couple weeks ago and talked about how Coach was able to get so many new guys on the same page, and having so many new guys helps, but quarterback's a different position, right? So what's the process of coming in brand new and in a matter of months trying to make it, okay, this is my team now?
Mm-hmm. I think when I, first, I was changing schools and everything, it was it's going to be a grind, trying to learn the playbook, and that's going to be the main thing, trying to get that down, because that's the main thing really as a quarterback. But that wasn't an issue at all. As soon as I got here in January, I grinded, with the quarterback coaches and learned the offense pretty fast, and it was pretty smooth in spring. I don't think there was any bumps in the road there, but that's really the main thing. And that the transition in offenses has been super smooth. There's a little bit of similarity between the one I ran at Penn State and Coach Morris now, but I think it fits my style really well, and it's something that I've really enjoyed operating within, so I'm excited.
Can you